Hello everyone, welcome to this part 2 of the tutorial on game mechanics. So as you can see, we're in version 1.7.6. I released a couple of updates since the last video, and you can also probably notice this beautiful wallpaper. You probably also noticed it during the first video. So this is going to be the new wallpaper for the game. I'm not sure it's finished yet. I don't think it is. My brother is still working on it. So yeah, it's beautiful. Like you can tell him that's beautiful. What did I want to say? Yeah, I forgot in the previous video to talk about a couple of things, so I'm going to do that today. Especially, I forgot to mention the commanders, the generals. I forgot to talk about the heroes, and the way damage are dealt, and the way they work. So let's do that now. About generals, commanders. So when you have your mouse over them, you can already notice that there is a yellow zone that is being displayed. This is a radius in which all friendly units are going to get the general's bonuses. So generals, they can't attack. So if I were to go here, I could obviously not attack anyone because they do have stats, but I'm gonna come to that now. So they give bonuses, I said, and well, basically they're giving their stats as an attack bonus or a defense bonus. So if I go here, you can see. Oh, okay, well, this one has no. What if? Because I got more than one general. So for example. Oh wait, no, that's the armor. Well, yeah. Wait, one sec. Okay, yeah, five. Sorry, I was confused. I was just looking at the terrain modifier, but it's actually the armor I was looking for. So this Rommel has 5 armor. So 5 armor, it means that all friendlies are getting +5 armor. That's like a defense bonus. So I believe some other generals are more defense focused. Well, no, we don't have more than 5. The Soviets probably have better than 5, but the German best is 5. It looks like. Well, anyway, so they also have soft attack values and hard attack values. Well, this is going to be added to the stats of the unit whenever you're going to attack. So this one has 117 hard damage, and plus that would be +10, right? And same for the soft damage. It has 40 +10, that is 50. Also, there is attacking range. Well, that is basically the radius in tiles. So yeah. So that is all for the commanders, for the generals. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the heroes. So when you right click on a unit, you can see this empty slot for a photograph. That's basically where our hero's picture is going to get. Also, I would like to mention that in order to get a hero, you need to have 80 experience points. So how to do that? Well, simple. You attack units. Whenever you attack a unit, you see +1 star, +1 experience point, right? So whenever you attack, you are going to get experience. +1, +1, and if we look now, XP 0, we attack, XP 1, right? So when you attack any units, it's +1. But what if you kill? Well, if you kill, it's +5. So it wasn't really visible, but +5 +1 because you attacked, so it's actually +6 to kill a unit. So we now are at 66. Let's do that again. Let's bring this one. Let's kill it. So now we are at 72. Let's bring it. Let's kill it. 78. Next turn, we're gonna get our hero. And look at that. Panzer 8 mouse received a new hero. You're gonna get a notification anyway. And we have Rudolf Albus. So if you place your mouse over the picture, you are gonna get a small pop-up that is going to show you the bonuses this hero gives to the unit. So this guy gives +9 soft damage and +8 hard damage. So heroes are nice. They give some cool bonuses to the unit, and you know it's like you got like prestige because you got a hero in your unit, so it's nice. So that was all for the heroes. Now, I also mentioned in the previous video that there were more than one way to achieve victory on a map, on a scenario, on a given scenario. So that is what I did. Maybe you notice here, or maybe you notice here, and you read. So in order to achieve victory, capture all major victory points, or hold all following victory points until turn 6, Berlin. So, as you can see, I'm gonna just move out. We have this thing here. It's a major victory points, right? But the objective tells us you need to hold Berlin until turn 6. So what if? So now we are. So we're gonna take this one. Actually, I should have. This one shouldn't have been a major victory point. That would have been a better example. So you would have believed me. Anyway, so now we are at turn 5. And so when we're gonna get to turn 6, we are gonna win. So let's do it again. And victory. And it took us 6 minutes to complete the scenario. So that was as simple as that. So that was another way to achieve victory. So now I wanted to talk about the way damage are being dealt. I didn't prepare a map, so I'm just gonna talk right now. So I wanted to tell you that the damage are based on the percentage of health point your unit has. So let's say you have if your health is at 100%, you are going to deal 100% of the damage that are being shown to in the stats of the unit. I'm actually going to show you that yellow countries. It's fine. By the way, I remade it recently, so play it. It's great. I added a couple of challenges. I added the fort. I added it's more realistic, so play it. So yeah, so I said. So here, how do you know if you're at 100%? Well, 100 out of 100, you are at 100%. This means that you are going to deal 30 damage and 20 damage, right? But what if you had only 50 health points? Well, you would be dealing 50% of your damage. It's as simple as that. What if you had 30% of your health point? Well, you would be dealing 30% of that. So the damage are based on the health point the unit has. So obviously when your unit has 10 health points, you can't really do anything with it because there is too few men in your battalion or your division to do anything anyway. They're at 100 versus thousands of people, so obviously their damage won't be as high as if the battalion was full, So there is no boats, but what I can tell you about submarines and destroyers. So destroyers are going to have double damage versus submarines. They are the only boats, the only ships that can take on efficiently submarines. So that is why you need destroyers in your fleet. Not obviously not in this scenario, but in the Pacific, or in the Europe map, for example. If I were to go to quick game, Europe 43, no, huge Europe 43, of course. Let's go for the biggest. So it's going to take a bit to load. In the meantime, I'm going to talk. So yeah, use destroyers for better damage against submarines. The tanks. So about the tanks, you probably noticed that when you have a tank trying to attack something that is in an urban tile, so in a city or a factory or a refinery, they are not going to be as efficient as if they were attacking in open terrain. They are, in fact, losing 25% of their damage if they are attacking a unit that is behind, like in an urban tile. I call them urban tiles. So it's like city, village, town, refinery, factory, or harbor. So yeah, they lose 25% of their damage. So don't use tanks to take out a unit that is in a city or something like that. So that is the Use Europe map, and I wanted to show. Oh, it's raining. I want to show you the submarines because there are a bunch here. Well, that is actually everything I want to show you. Maybe, yeah, we're not gonna find anything except British planes looking for us. So yeah, by the way, yeah, I'm gonna do a little promo. If you guys like challenge, it's real laggy right now because I'm recording the screen and my laptop doesn't like, since I updated, you probably noticed if you're watching my gameplay, the frame rate is awful. It's due to my software update. It sucks. I already sent an email to Apple and complained like, hey, I can't record properly anymore due to your update. So if you really want, let's not be so far. Clouds are really ugly at the side. Yeah, if you want challenge and real long gameplay, I invite you to play on this huge Europe map that I made. It is available in 1941, 1939, 1941, 1943, I believe. Yeah, 43, and there is yet to be made a 1944 version with the Allied landing in Normandy. Yeah, I want to show you. Maybe we're not gonna. Oh, it's not. It's a German term. Okay. Anyway, back to the main menu. The ground attack planes ignore 50% of the target's armor. So if you have 100 damage, if the target has 100 armor, well, you are in fact actually going to deal some damage, 50, because you ignore 50%. Now again, to show you, I could use this map. I really like it. Do we have any? Yeah, no, we don't. I mean, we got like ground attack planes, but we don't have. I wanted the Heinkel 111. So I want to show you that the Heinkel ignores. So the strategic bombers, they ignore everything. They ignore the tile modifier. They ignore the armor. They ignore everything. So their damage are what it's actually going to deal in 100% of the cases. So these have maybe low, look, 20, 15 compared to those that have 50, 60, but those ignore absolutely everything. They're going to deal 30 damage regardless if it's a panther in the forest, it's going to be 30 damage. So it's less damage, but you are 100% sure that it's going to be 30. Obviously scaled to the health point. The artillery ignores the armor, just as the heavy bombers, but they don't ignore the tile modifier. So if you're in forest, you're actually protected against artillery fire. Torpedoes. So I talked to you about options, but not really in the previous video. We do have torpedoes. So torpedoes is probably, yeah, it's actually reducing your maximum amount of tiles you can go to. Obviously, you have extra payload. It doesn't show any increase in damage, but actually you get an extra plus 40 damage versus ships. So if you want to take down ships, use torpedoes. Pioneers, we have some. So now if we were to take basic infantry, 20 damage to them, and pioneers, we would get 40. 40 because Pioneers have a plus 15 damage bonus against troops in trenches. And they also have a 25 attack bonus versus bunkers. So that is why normal infantry is going to deal 15, and those are going to be like plus minus 25. Hills, well, I think it makes sense. If you are on the hill, you get an attack bonus, and this attack bonus is of 15, so it's plus 15 to your final damage. Landing craft. So landing craft, to illustrate that, I'm gonna go campaign, USA, Eastern 44, Overlord. Another cool map if you want to do the entire Overlord. The D-Day, play this one, it's great. So you got landing crafts here, and you get a minus 10 damage due to the fact that you are landing, basically. And another thing, and the last one probably, because I have a lesson in 4 minutes, so I need to wrap up this video. On bridges, don't fight on bridges. You will get a minus 15 of damage by being on a bridge. So don't fight on bridges. Let the AA come. Let your opponent come if you're playing in PBEM. But do not fight on bridges, please. Stay behind them, behind the river, and let the enemy come and stay on the bridge so you can get this nice... Well, you're not going to get anything, but the enemy is going to get minus 15 damage, so it's great. For you, not for him, obviously. And I guess that wraps up the second game mechanics video. I don't think I forgot anything now, so if I ever forgot anything, I will obviously make a third part. But for now, that will be all. Thank you everyone for watching. Cheers.